Welcome everyone to the Study in Germany in English. If you have any questions for our speaker during the session, please write them in the live chat and we will answer as many as possible at the end. Okay, Alejandro, you can begin.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you for the invitation. I'm going to present a PowerPoint, so I think it's ready now. Okay, so yeah, studying in German in English. I think everyone that wants to study abroad have think about studying in Germany in a certain moment. But actually, we have some points or some issues in our mind that we think that probably it's going to be kind of difficult, but actually it's easier than you think. So I'm going to start saying that most of the people or students that want to study abroad or mostly in Germany think that they need to have a German level, at least one of the basic German levels. And that's one of the benefits there and the good things there, that most of the people in Germany speaks English, pretty good English. I think probably they have like a B2, C1 level, so that's a pretty good level. So everyone, you can understand everything, you can communicate with everyone, and you are not going to have any problem, no? So there's also different options for students and for professionals. And one of the best things about Germany is that there's a lot of jobs, there's a lot of opportunities for people, even if you're not from the European Union, there's a lot of options and opportunities there. So we're going to talk about a little bit in the next slides about that. Also, one of the good things here is that living in Germany, actually, it's affordable for the students. And that's also one of the things that when we want to study abroad and we start looking for another countries and other options, we actually see the university, see the college, see the schools, high schools, etc. But we also look for, well, how I'm going to survive in another country, right? So, for example, if we compare it with Spain, maybe with France, with England, for example, that I have the opportunity to live there, the cost of living there for those countries are higher than Germany, no? So Germany, it's a good option also for students. Also, I'm going to speak a little bit later about this. And the process, actually, it's very simple. To study in Germany, it's actually very simple. Actually, the visa, also, it's affordable. It's 75 euros for most of the countries for the student visa. So if we send you all the documents and you present it in the embassy, you're not going to have any problem at all to study in Germany. And well, you're going to find also people from all around the world, not just from the European Union. So that's one of the things about Germany, and that it's multicultural. So it's a great opportunity for students. And if you want to find a job or maybe move to another country, not maybe to Germany, but maybe from another country, you make friends. So that's also a great opportunity. So there are some random facts. I would say some fun facts. So as of December 31st, 2019, before COVID, when we were happy and everyone was perfect, there were more than 11 million people, foreigner passports, living in Germany. There were more than 3,000 students enroll in German universities, and this is just for private universities. There's also another number. I could say that it's higher than the 300,000 students that are from public universities too. So there's around more than 1 million students right now there. And there is also a survey that we make to all the students that want to move abroad, not just to Germany, maybe to another country. And 91% of the students that think about studying in the European Union, they think about Germany as a destination. So that's great news for this college and to be more multicultural. So there are some points for the German culture. There is the popular Oktoberfest. I think everyone knows about that, about their gastronomy, their beers, their parties. Also, it's a country where they are so passionate about soccer. Also very important for Germany, they have the green cities. So they believe that it's better to have more green areas than more urban areas, you know. And the history, all about the worldwide, all about the World War. So you can see all about the museums, you can visit all these special places where it took place a long time ago. There are, this is a list where I just show you some of the jobs that they are actually request for a lot of people in these areas. For example, software developers, business administrators, sales managers, nurses, also product manager, architects, civil engineers. So Germany depends on immigration from non-European countries nowadays. That's very important. So that's why we are promoting a lot of this destination, and it's a great opportunity for you all. This is also some of the companies. This is just an example. This is just 10 companies, but of course there are a lot more companies. And the good thing is that startups, at least in Berlin, that is the capital of startups in 2021, they create around 3,000 to 4,000, sorry, jobs every month. So this is a very important number where, well, students that are actually studying in Germany, they can find a job. You can work 20 hours per week. So that's a great opportunity. And also you can stay 18 months after you finish your program, either your bachelor or your master or your doctorate, okay? So as I was talking about, is it really expensive to study in Germany? And actually, what the German government asks for foreigners and also for all the students, even for Germans, is that they need to have in their bank accounts around 849 euros per month. So, for example, we have an example here, like a Excel table there. So, if you want to pay your rent and your bills, it's 450 euros. Food and drink, it's going to be 100 euros, etc., etc. So if you see the list, you can see that you're not going to pay more than 849 euros per month. Of course, if you want to go and visit other places, if you want to travel, if you want to party a little bit more, well, you're going to spend a little bit more. But, well, this is what the government recommends for all the students, even for the Germans, to have in their bank account each month. So I'm not going to talk about the visa process, but it's just to see how easy and the documents that are asked from the embassy. So the application form, that actually it's very easy. A valid passport, biometric photos, the health insurance, that actually it's mandatory to have a German health insurance. And actually, if you can see it here in my other slide, the health insurance, it's included in your expenses for all the month. So you don't need to worry about that too. And for some countries, I'm going to give some examples. For example, Honduras, El Salvador, or Brazil, they don't need a student visa. So they just can go straight to Germany and ask for this residence permit. What is this residence permit? It's very easy. After you got your visa, you're gonna get your residence permit, but once you are in Germany. It's very easy. It's also cost very cheap. It's 75 euros. And this is going to allow you to study the full program. If you're gonna stay 4 years, your residence permit is gonna be for 4 years. If you're gonna study a master's, just 18 months, your residence permit is going to be for 18 months. And remember, this is very important, that you can have the opportunity to work while you're studying, okay? 20 hours per week. And when you finish your program, you have 18 months to stay, well, live the life as another German there in this country. So you're not going to have any issues if you want to work more than the 20 hours, if you want to work 40 hours or more, you want to find any job in a special industry, you can do it. Okay, so I'm going to talk very quick about BSBI, Berlin School of Business and Innovation. We are a business school that is located in Berlin, and also we are located in Hamburg. And we have two other countries in which BSBI is located too. We have France, located in Paris, and we're in Greece, located in Athens. So it's very important to say that all our programs are taught in English. You don't need to worry if you don't have any German level. Actually, we're going to give you German classes for free, okay? So it has no cost. So you're going to have a very good level when you finish your program, any of your programs. And to study in BSBI, you need to have a B2 level. So I think everyone can have a B2 level if you want to study abroad. If you don't have a B2 level and you're going to study a bachelor, don't worry, you can have a B1 level, but you need to make one more year of your bachelor, okay? Remember, you're going to have a permanent support for all of you. If you need any support in English or in another special language, we work with all the countries around the world, so don't worry about that. You're going to get a permanent support with these people, okay? We have three faculties. We have the faculty, of computer science and informatics. We have the Faculty of Creative Industries and Business and Administration. Okay, for our programs, as I mentioned, we have two locations in Germany. One is in Berlin and the other one is in Hamburg. That actually here is in Spanish, sorry for that, it says Hamburgo. But this is for the undergraduate programs, this is for the bachelors. We have 4 bachelors in Berlin. That is the International Business and Management, Digital Marketing, Tourism, and Computer Science and Digitization. And for Hamburg, we have Graphic Design, Illustration, and Animation. This is very important. We have up to 50% off for all the bachelor. It's not just for the first year or the second year, it's for the 3 years or 4 years, depending of if you're taking the foundation year, but it's for the whole program, okay? So you don't need to worry if it's just for the first year or for the second. Remember is that for the 4 years, the 50% off for all the program, okay? What do you need to send? You need to apply. I'm gonna show you where you need to apply in the last slide. And you need to send all your documents. And then we can see if you apply for the 50%. Don't worry if you don't have all the average or all the high school score, 90% of high school score. You can get a lower scholarship, maybe not the 50%, but maybe you can get the 40% or 30%, okay? And for our programs, for our postgraduate programs, we have 11 masters, and 1 doctorate. Also, we have online programs. You can study in your house if you don't want to move to Germany. You can study also online. That's one of the benefits. And they are all based in Berlin, and some are based also in Paris and in Athens, okay? If you need more information, don't worry, you can contact us or also to all the Apply Wave team, and they can give you more information. And we have up to 40% off for these programs. How can you get this 40%? It depends about the program. For example, data analytics and information technology management, they have this 40%. Digital marketing, finance, tourism, etc., they have 35%. No, so it depends the program, how much the discount you are getting. But of course, remember you need to send first your documents, and then we can give you your discount. We have these discounts even for the bachelors or for the masters or the doctorate. We have the discounts only this year. So if you want to apply, you have November and December. So we just have 1 month and a half to apply and get these discounts. It doesn't matter if you're going to study until October next year, you can get the discounts right now and pay a fee of 500 euros. That actually is not a lot. Okay, so this is where you need to apply. This is the website where everyone is now connected. So you need to go to the BSBI information. But for the exhibitor, sorry, you need to go straight to BSBI, Berlin School of Business and Innovation, and you need to click in this part where it says Easy Apply, and you can see our programs, and you can apply to one of our programs that you see in the last slides, and you can get our discounts there. And remember that it's very easy to go to Germany. All our programs are in English, and you're not going to have any issues because we're always going to help you in all the ways we can. Okay, so thank you very much. This is all from my side. I don't know if you have any questions, if I can answer anything that you have right now in the chats.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much, Alejandro. That was very insightful. It was great. We do have some questions coming in. Our first question is from a student, and the student is asking if they can work while studying in Germany.
Yeah, so remember that you can work while you're studying. You have 20 hours per week. And this is very important. You cannot work more than the 20 hours per week, but it doesn't matter if, for example, maybe you start in, it's an example, you start in January in BSBI and you didn't work until May or maybe June from the next year. So you have all those hours that you didn't work to work in the summer or maybe work more hours, etc., etc. But the whole year you cannot work more than 20 hours per week per year.
Okay, awesome. Another student is asking, what is the cost of living in Germany?
Okay, so important. Also remember that it depends how you like to live your life. And it's not in Germany, it's in your country or in another country. I'm gonna just change the slide. Remember that you need to have around 849 euros per month in your bank account. So this is what the German government recommends to all the students. Even for the German students, the German government recommends to have this amount of money because you can pay your bills, you can pay your food, your transportation, health insurance, etc. Okay?
Okay, awesome. We have another question saying, does BSCI have student housing?
Very important question. I forgot to say that. We don't have a housing. We don't have like these dorms as other universities have. But don't worry about that. We have actually more than 6 companies that actually are allied with the BSBI, where you can find discounts for dorms, for apartments, etc. So don't worry, we can give to you the information, and you can look there the apartments.
Okay, that's great. When do students take the German classes?
I think you are in silence now. Your mic is off.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Sorry. Oh, thank you, Alejandro. So another student is asking, when do students take the German classes?
Okay, another great question. Okay, so they are different. It depends if you're going to study a bachelor or you're going to study a master. But for example, for the bachelors, we have different intakes, and the most popular ones are February, March, May, and October. And for the masters, this is for the bachelors, and for the masters, we usually have February, May, and October. Okay, so it depends also the program that you choose. There are some programs that we just have February and October, or we have just one intake, sorry, that is in February. So it depends the program too.
Awesome. What is a typical day for an international student look like at BSCI?
Okay. Yeah, well, in Germany, and I have several students from El Salvador and from Mexico, that they send me pictures. And for them, this is another great part about BSBI. You need to go to classes just two days a week, sorry, and another day of this week. So you need to focus in 3 days. You're going to take online classes. So actually you have a lot of time to study. You have these 3 days of this week, but also you have a lot of time to do your own projects, to have a job, to look for a nice job. Maybe if you want to travel, you can have this time off. So actually this is the benefit of studying in BSBI. So it's 3 days in a week to study, and with your German classes, of course. And also you're going to have time off to have a great job, to travel abroad. Okay.
Excellent. Does BSBI have any clubs or activities for international students or students in general, like sports, maybe?
Yeah, well, for sports, we don't. There are some activities that we usually make, and we'll actually also travel to another cities to visit some companies, or maybe to visit another schools. Also, we have visited another schools that are in the same group, that it's Global University Systems. But also we have that it's Berlin School of Business and Innovation. So also they focus a lot in this business part. So they make this competition about business. And if you have any startup idea, if you have any project in mind, you can compete there, and they can give you money to start your company in Germany. So this is also a great opportunity for students to start a company or a project that they have in mind.
Yeah, that sounds very interesting for students.
It is.
What would you say is the most popular program for international students at BSBI?
Okay, another great question. So international business and management is one of our popular ones, because they have, this program has 4 different pathways. So maybe if they want to specialize in digital marketing or in tourism or in health management, for example, they can do it. So international business and management and computer science and digitization is one of our popular ones. Our campus in Hamburg is also, it's kind of new. Well, it's all renewed. So it's also getting a lot of attention for all the students with animation and graphic design. And for the master's one, Global MBA is one of the most popular ones that we have. Global MBA, Innovation and Entrepreneurship, Finance and Investments, and our MBA. We have our new programs, Data Analytics and Information Technology Management, and it's getting also very popular because when you finish your master, actually, I think 90% of the students find a job very easy with this master. So that's also a good thing.
Very good thing. All students want to hear that. So a student is asking, you mentioned that BSBI has different campuses in Hamburg and Berlin, for example. If a student starts their degree in the Berlin campus, can they eventually move to a different campus?
Good question. It's not possible if it's in Germany. And why do I say like if it's in Germany? But because remember that we have also the option to start in Paris or in Athens and finish your program in Berlin. Okay, so actually all our programs, well, not all our programs, some of our programs, sorry. For example, for the bachelor's, international business and management, you can start in Paris or in Athens and finish the program in Berlin. And for the master's, it's an example, we have the international tourism and hospitality, the global MBA. We have also the MBA, the regular MBA, that you can start it in Paris or in Athens and finish it in Berlin. What happens if you say like, maybe I want to finish all my program in Paris? It is possible. It is possible to finish your program in Paris, but it's just for the masters. Okay. If you want to make this move to Paris to Berlin, it's possible. If you want to finish in Paris, it's possible, but just for the masters. Okay.
Okay, sounds great. We have another question. A student would like to know if they can stay and work in Germany after they graduate.
Okay, yeah, you can stay 18 months after you finish your program. So if you finish in December, it's an example, if you finish this December, next December, you can stay 18 months after December. So you can work and have a nice job. You can work more than 40 hours a week and get a nice paycheck also.
Yes, that is always super attractive for students.
and very important for the students, exactly.
Definitely. Now, Alejandro, what advice would you give to international students that are watching your session today?
Yeah, well, one of the advice that I give to all the students that go to, and it's not just for BSBI, it's for any university or any college or high school or whatever, is like nowadays, at least for example, I live in Mexico. It's very important to have this chance and this opportunity to study abroad, to move to another country, to see how it works in another country, to get a job in another country. Because when you come back, if you want to come back to your actual country, you're going to see how you can help your community, you can help your country, how you can help your friends also. No, I think it's very important to have this international experience for all the students. And I think my advice is to at least, even if it's not for BSBI, but to go 6 months and have this international and beautiful experience that in my side, like I had this experience, I finished in a nice way, you know, and I found a lot of great opportunities back home.
Awesome. We have a student asking, what was your experience? Where did you go study?
Okay, great. Actually, Central Michigan University, that is in this school fair too. I studied in Central Michigan University back in 2011. So yeah, it's also a great university. I have one of the best experiences in my life. I studied marketing. So yeah, I mean, I recommend it also a lot.
That's awesome. Shout out to CMU.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, we are wrapping up. Is there anything else you would like to add before we end our live session?
Yeah, well, the only thing that I can say is that remember to apply. One of the things that, for example, at least in my country, in some of the countries that I talk a lot, that it's in Latin America and some in Europe, but remember that you need to apply. Don't be worried about if you are going to apply for just 1 or 2 or 3 universities or college or whatever. Have the chance to see our programs, what is our offer, and apply to BSBI. It's very easy, it's very simple. And remember to go to that button to apply, and very easy to send your documents. And that's it. Thank you very much for all your attention.
Excellent. And thank you everyone for joining this session. If you'd like more information, feel free to chat with Alejandro Lopez directly or visit the Berlin School of Business and Innovation booth. See you at the next session.
Thank you very much.